What is going on, guys? The Rose here. This is a audio-only version of the latest episode of the Game Corner podcast. This will be covering the Summer Games Fest, everything from Thursday through yesterday. This is audio only because this is really the only way I can get this podcast out, obviously not being home. So it is what it is. This is episode 73 of the Game Corner podcast. Again, we are going to cover pretty much everything, most of whatnot, things that were shown across the Summer Games Fest stream from last Thursday. Talk a little bit about the Netflix stuff from Friday, the Xbox Bethesda Showcase on Sunday, and of course yesterday's Capcom presentation. So, again, excuse the fact that this is an audio podcast and any background noises is what it is. Won't be able to do anything about that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Guile was confirmed as the 5th character for Street Fighter VI alongside Ryu, Chun-Li, Jamie, and Luke. They showed some of his gameplay. The game looks pretty solid, not going to lie. Aliens Dark Descent is the next game in the Alien series, a single-player, top-down, squad-based shooter launching on PC, PS4, all the consoles. Not really into those games. I really don't play them, but it looks all right. Sci-fi survival horror game, The Callisto Protocol, revealed totally gruesome gameplay. Some of these games don't have release dates yet. Some of them are like, release windows or whatnot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remake. We got the first look at the gameplay, and that game will be out this October. Flashback 2 received a teaser trailer reviving a franchise after roughly 3 decades. First-person shooter Witchfire got a trailer coming to early access on the Epic Games Store. Fort Solace, another sci-fi horror game. Troy Baker, pretty damn good voice actor, and Roger Clark were there to talk about that one. Routine is another sci-fi horror game. So we got a lot of horror stuff. I'm not really into the horror stuff, so if you like it, you like it. There's been a lot of shooters, shown off in this showcase, or rather these showcases. It is in development for roughly 10 years and involves former Doom composer Mick Gordon. Outriders World Slayer. This game actually looked pretty decent. Releasing on June 30th. And we see a co-op trailer for the game. Stormgate is a free-to-play real-time strategy game from Frost Giant Studios, which includes former Blizzard developers. High Water is an adventure strategy game about extreme climate change, coming out on PC. American Arcadia was another game they showed. It's a game about escaping a televised paradise that is apparently actually highly dystopian, coming to PC and consoles. I really didn't care for this one whatsoever. Goat Simulator 3, why is this coming out again? These games, I really don't give a shit about these games. But yeah, that was showed off, and it's coming this fall, so yay. Marvel's Midnight Suns. This game actually looks really cool. This Marvel game. It'll be coming out in October to all the platforms. And they showed Spider-Man and Venom will be in the game. And a possessed Incredible Hulk as a villain. Oh, Venom is a villain as well. So Spider-Man will be a playable character. Venom and Hulk will be villains. They showed off the Cuphead expansion, the Delicious Last Course. I really don't give a shit because I don't care for that art style from like the 1940s and 50s and cartoons and whatnot. First-person parkour speedrunning game, Neon White, launches June 16th. That is this Thursday, and 2 days from now. This game was actually leaked last week as part of a rumored Nintendo Direct, which has yet to be announced. That Direct is actually now rumored to take place on June 29th. This game was rumored to be part of that showcase, but I really don't care for this art style either. This game uses like cards and whatnot. It's weird looking. I don't know. Probably not a game for me. It's going to be out on Switch and PC. Midnight Fight Express, fast-paced isometric action game. It's from a studio called Polish Dad. Never heard of it. Oh, Polish Dad. Never heard of it. Sounds like an indie game to me. Definitely skipping that. Warframe revealed new content that has been long awaited by people who are still playing that game. I have thought about going back to Warframe quite a few times, but I just haven't decided to do so. I'll probably download it on my PS5 now and play it on there. Let's see. Honkai Star Rail is a strategy RPG that was shown next, and it was all right. I like RPGs. I'll probably check that one out. Zenless Zone Zero received new trailer. Oh yeah, these are Hoyoverse games. There was a couple of these ones. Ninja Turtles. This is one I'm really looking forward to. Shredder's Revenge. We finally get a release. We finally get a release date. It's coming out this month on all the platforms. Casey Jones was revealed as a playable character, as well as 6-player co-op, which, 6-player co-op just looks like absolute mayhem. It looks like a mess. I don't think I would ever play that game with 5 other players. Super People Battle Royale is getting its final beta. I don't know really what this game is too much. Humankind coming to consoles with new cultures of Latin American DLC out on PC. JRPG One Piece, I don't give a shit about One Piece whatsoever. I don't like the anime. Never did. Don't care for the games. One Piece Odyssey, however, was shown off. Pretty cool how they did spotlight some anime stuff because they usually don't do that. Soul Hackers 2 received new trailer from Atlas, now featuring English voice acting. Atlas, they're like hit and miss for me. This game looked pretty cool. I might check it out. Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. This was also shown off. This is coming out July 22nd. It'll have 32 games in it, including games like Street Fighter 1, Mega Man 2, and the Power Fighters. Now, it is worth noting here, this information was revealed during the Capcom Showcase that you don't have to buy the entire stadium to get the games you want. You can just buy the games you want singly, or you could buy the entire second stadium. If you buy Excuse me. If you buy the second stadium, you get all 32 games in the pack. And if you buy the first and second stadium together, you get 71 games in total, which is, I don't know exactly how much it would cost, but 71 games, that's quite a bit. Not going to lie. Metal Hellsinger, this game looks really fucking cool, actually, but I don't know. It's a rhythm shooter. It's definitely a different take on the rhythm game genre. It's really cool. They have bands in there like Serge Tankian, and I think they said Lamb of God the last time this was shown. I think Lamb of God's going to be in it, and other like death metal and heavy metal bands. So you want to, kill your enemies with your weapons and your guns and whatnot to the beat of the music. And it's certainly interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it, but there's a demo out there. I will definitely check it out. The Quarry is out now. Don't remember too much of this one. Nightingale reveals its realm card system. So this one is played. It's got like a card battling system to it. They showed this ridiculous thing, this boss factory thing for the Saints Row. It's free to download. You can create your own character in it. It's pretty much all you can do. And Saints Row Reboot will be out later this year. Warhammer 40k, Dark Tide expansion got a new game trailer. Warhammer 40k is probably one of the games I'm really surprised is still getting supported for a long time. I mean, Warhammer 40k has been out for a very long time. New Layers of Fear game was shown, called Layers of Fears, to be released in 2023. And yet again, it's another horror game. Another, horror game that I'm going to skip because I'm not a fan of those. Gotham Knights is a Batman game about Batman being dead and the other characters related to the Batman universe that you could play as will be taking the reins, I guess you could say, and stopping the villains in his place. It looks pretty interesting. The Arkham games are pretty good. I haven't played them all, but the Arkham games were pretty fun. I might check this one out someday. Last of Us multiplayer game is coming out. Why? I just wish The Last of Us would go away. I really don't care. The Last of Us also getting a remake. The first Last of Us game, mind you, called Last of Us Part 1. This game has only been out for like 9 years or whatever it's been. And it's getting a remake already. Very unnecessary. I don't think we need that, in my opinion. That was most of the Summer Games Fest presentation from Thursday. Not too much that I really care for. Like I said, there's, in my opinion, too many shooters, too many first-person shooters, quite a few horror games I'm going to be skipping. I am interested to see all of the games that will be available in the Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. Definitely want to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Definitely want to check out Metal Hellsinger. That game looked pretty fucking cool. Street Fighter 6, definitely looking forward to that. And there's a couple other games on the list here. Now, as far as things go, Netflix had their little showcase during Geeked Week. Day 5 was part of Summer Games Fest from last Friday, June 10th. And what they had to show was they had some animated series as well as some Netflix games, which I wasn't even aware they had games until that showcase. So they showed a Dragon Age animated series for Netflix. It looked pretty interesting. It kind of reminded me of the art style for the Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Korra series from Nickelodeon. They then showed Tekken anime, which I'm really looking forward to for the Netflix anime division. Looks pretty cool. Definitely want to check that one out. These shows are coming, later this year. There'll be more information on them, of course. They showed some games, which I'll be honest with you, I really don't have any interest really in their games. They're like mobile trash. I mean, if you like mobile games, fine. I do play a few mobile games, but the mobile games I play, I feel are of like higher quality than some of these games Netflix is offering on their app. In order to get these Netflix games, you have to have the Netflix app on your phone. You have to have a Netflix account, of course, a subscription. You go into the games section of the app and you can browse it, download the games you want, and play them. Or and that it's you can probably, I don't really know because I haven't done it. But you can probably play them right off the app too, possibly. They showed off a few Netflix games, a couple of them related to Netflix TV series, like Too Hot to Handle, which I think is, I don't know, that didn't interest me whatsoever. That one is like I really don't know if it's like a dating sim type thing, but like your character choices, change the story of the game based on the show or whatever. They showed a chess game, which is based on a Netflix series. I forgot the name of it, but you could play it. If you like chess, you can play it online, so that's pretty cool. They showed a couple other games, like there's a Mahjong game. They showed a uninspired, everybody has one match 3 kind of game, which that one's related to wild animals and stuff like that. I was like, meh, I really don't give 2 shits. Then they showed this game called Point P, which is a vertical platformer game. I mean, I have no interest in it. But apparently Jeff Keighley and the woman from the Netflix side who was doing this broadcast, I guess, excuse me, a little bit tired tonight. It is late Monday night, by the way, when I'm recording this. But they apparently found the name Point P to be quite hilarious because they decided to put a Point P counter in the top left corner of the screen. And by the time the show was over, they had said it like 44 times in less than 15 minutes. They pretty much ran their little joke into the ground, which wasn't even funny to begin with. They also showed Sonic Prime. We've really got nothing new there. We see Big the Cat, and then they show the part of the trailer that we've already seen last month. So, and we still have no concrete premiere date for that Sonic show. It just says coming 2022. Well, Netflix, newsflash, 2022 is almost half over. And remember when Sonic Prime was supposed to come out before the Sonic 2 movie? Because I do. And now it's 3 months later since the show was originally supposed to premiere. And we're still waiting for it. And we know next to nothing. Aside from some of the voice actors and, little bits and pieces that we've been showing over the past few weeks. They also showed a Castlevania, like the next part of the Castlevania Netflix series, which looks badass. I watched the first part of it. At least the first 6 episodes, and I thought it was really cool. This next part will focus on Richter Belmont and whatnot. It looks really cool. Definitely interesting. Probably check it out. Was kind of hoping we were going to get more information on Pokemon Master Journeys or Pokemon Ultra Journeys, whatever the next part of it's going to be called, because I'm still waiting for the next part to come out, because that show's not over yet. But we didn't get any of that. We didn't get anything on the supposed Netflix Pokemon live action series, which there is a trailer on the Slurp YouTube channel. I really don't know if that's even a legit trailer, because there is a website at the end of that trailer called PokemonLiveAction.com, in which if you go to that website, it takes you to Petco.com. So, but supposedly there is a Netflix live-action Pokemon series in the works. Apparently this was made public news back in July of last year. We've heard nothing about it. I don't even think Netflix has officially said anything about it, but if it's true and that concept trailer on YouTube is legit, it looks pretty fucking cool. But we have not gotten any word on that either. I showed a couple other animated shows that I'm not too interested in, whatnot. They showed a few more games. Again, all mobile games. Nothing I'm interested in. Their showcase was like less than an hour. It was, Like I said, I wasn't even aware Netflix was making games up until that showcase. But I don't know. I'm just not really interested in it. Much of anything that they showed, I definitely want to see the Tekken anime, and I'm still waiting for Sonic Prime. I was hoping we would have got a premiere date for that one, but we didn't, unfortunately. Netflix maybe should make a Sonic game if you can get the rights from Sega. You maybe make some kind of game based on Sonic Prime. Maybe that's something you guys should do. But we did get the Xbox Showcase this past Sunday, and this was quite hit or miss. This is quite hit or miss, in my opinion. This was hour and 35-minute showcase. Bethesda played a smaller role in this one. We also got the confirmation that Kojima Productions has partnered with Xbox. So I don't know if any future Kojima production games will be Xbox exclusives and PC games, whatnot. But that's interesting. The first game they led off with is a game called Redfall, which actually looks really cool. Got its new gameplay trailer, shows Arcane's vampire shooter. It's pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to check it out. It's coming out next year. They did say that they're going to be focusing mainly on showing games release within the next 12 months. So from June of this year to June of next year. I'm going to be... Man, it's late. I'm tired, guys. I'm surprised I'm even doing this, to be honest, at this hour, late at night. I'm going to be jumping around the Xbox Showcase. I'm not going to be talking about that in too much order, but they did show the new Forza Motorsport game. Looks very good. They went into how detailed the graphics are and how the most minor of car damage can affect your car. It looks really badass, and it comes out next spring. I can't wait. It's not called Forza 8. It's called Forza Motorsport. I'm guessing they're rebooting the Forza series, which the first game came out in 2005, which I thought it came out older than that, but yeah, I guess not. They showed this game called Ara History Untold. This one, I really don't care for. They didn't show a whole lot of it. I'd have to see more before I make a final decision, and that's like something. That's like something for like a lot of these games. I would have to see more, than like 10 or 15 seconds that were given of like next to no gameplay. Minecraft showed off a new game by Mojang. It's called Minecraft Legends. I don't care. I hate Minecraft. I hate the blocky art style. I'm just so tired of Minecraft. It's coming out next year. As Dusk Falls and Pentiment Flesh are from Microsoft Studios. They will be out in 2022. Let's see. As Dusk Falls, narrative-focused game with a motion comic-like art style. The trailer showed a better look at the story. The game is confirmed for July 19th. They also showed a game called, was that, how do you pronounce it again? Pentiment. That one is a narrative RPG from Obsidian Entertainment. The game will help flesh out Microsoft's 2022 lineup while they are waiting for Starfield, of course. That is the last game that they showed, but we'll get to that. Then, they showed the new Hollow Knight game. This game actually looks pretty cool for like a indie style game. And yeah, guys, man, why did I decide to do this late at night? I should have waited until the next day. Oh well. But yeah, Hollow Knight Silk Song looks pretty cool. I didn't play the first one, but this one looks pretty cool. I might check it out. There's a new game called High on Life that was revealed by a studio called Squanch Games. And it'll come out this October. It will be on the Xbox Game Pass. One thing I absolutely hated about the Xbox Showcase is that instead of saying at the beginning of the showcase that all of the titles that will be shown will be available on Game Pass or available day one on Game Pass, they made sure to show that graphic after each and every single game they showed. It was very annoying to see it, probably within after the fifth game, and then you've seen it throughout the whole showcase. It was really annoying. Riot Games announced that they will be bringing over League of Legends, Wild Rift, Valorant, Legends of Runeterra, and Team Fight Tactics to Game Pass members on PC. A Plague Tale Requiem got a new gameplay trailer. And of course, will launch day one on Game Pass. Microsoft Flight Simulator showed off the 40th anniversary plans, showcasing new helicopters and aircrafts that'll be in the game, as well as Halo Infinite's Pelican aircraft being released, that is available now. Overwatch 2 early access multiplayer will launch on October 4th. It'll be free to play. Also, a new hero was announced. I don't remember the hero's name, but I also am not a fan of Overwatch. I did play the open beta of the first game for a couple of days, and I just don't care. With all the shit that Blizzard Entertainment has gone through, I'm kind of surprised that people are still supporting their games with the way, with all the news that have come out and how they treated women and all this other stuff. But that's neither here nor there, but still. So that will be available October 4th. Free to play. Elder Scrolls Online showed off their expansion called High Isle. I don't care about the Elder Scrolls, so I didn't pay too much attention to this. This was a Bethesda segment, by the way. Fallout 76 as well. They showed the pit. There is a expansion to Fallout 76, which will be available this September. I thought Fallout 76, I know that game was like pretty bad when it first came out. There was controversies with the collector's editions, with the stuff that they showed wasn't the same as what people got. The game just, I don't know, people just did not like the game. Then it turned into a subscription service game where you had to buy a subscription to play it. And I don't know, I'm just surprised that this game is still being supported, to be honest. Forza Horizon 5 will get a new DLC from Hot Wheels on July 19th. Now, I thought this was kind of ironic because Sunday, excuse me, Sunday night, the Derailed podcast on episode 222 talked about Judy Garland and what would have been her 100th birthday, and her biggest thing was The Wizard of Oz. And in this Hot Wheels DLC trailer for Forza Horizon 5 showed they played a rock, like a kind of like a hard rock cover of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So I thought that was kind of cool. Now, of course, this aired long before the podcast, but by the time I watched the showcase, I knew what the podcast for the Sunday night was going to be about. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just, maybe ironic's not the word to use in that situation, but I don't know. I thought that was pretty coincidental how that ended up lining up. Speaking of the Derailed crew and the Derailed podcast, you can check them out Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Derailed Podcast, Less Than Serious, which is going to be tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Casey versus Super Mario Bros. One last time. Can he beat the game this time using the warps? Will I beat the game? Will I beat the whole game before Casey does using warps? Got to check out the show to find out. 10 p.m. Tuesday night Eastern Time. Links in the description box down below. Arc 2 got a new gameplay trailer. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't care for the first one, so I'm certainly not going to care for this one. Vin Diesel has been highlighted to be a part of this one, releasing 2023. Speaking of Vin Diesel, this actually reminded me that Summer Games Fest on Thursday showed a movie trailer which was introduced by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, called Black Adam, which is a DC superhero movie. I don't really care for DC, really, so it was pretty cool. The Rock is like the biggest actor in movies these days, has been for a while. So, any DC fans out there, you might want to check that out. Again, it's called Black Adam. Next up, we have Scorn, They gave us the release date for that, October 21st this year. Of course, it'll be on Game Pass. Gets a new trailer. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn gets a gameplay trailer for 2023 release. Lightyear Frontier gets a new trailer, 2023 spring release window. I don't really care much for these games, man. I mean, this Xbox showcase was not very good. We got quite a few things here yet to go over. But we're getting there. We're about halfway through. We got a roguelike action game. This game looked actually kind of cool. Called Gunfire Reborn. It'll be coming out this October. I might check this out. This one actually looks pretty cool. It's a cat-themed game. Roguelike games are interesting because they're never the same. Every time you play them, they're always different. The last case of Benedict, I definitely did not give a shit about this at all. It's coming out spring 2023. Now, this one looks pretty cool. Naraka Blade Point, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's coming to Game Pass on June 23rd, so next week. And looked pretty cool. I don't know if it's a battle royale type game because it says like play with up to 60 people and be the last warrior standing. It's got a lot of melee combat and whatnot to it, so it sounds like it's a battle royale game, but I don't know. I definitely want to check it out, though. It looks really good. What doesn't look good at all is this game called Grounded, which is all about humans being shrunken down, and you're exploring your surroundings, and you have to fend off bugs and other various insects, and they are giant. And I don't know, I just don't like bugs or don't like insects whatsoever. They showed nasty looking spiders and other disgusting creatures that I just wish never existed on this planet. Ereban Shadow Legacy is another game that looked pretty decent. Probably check that one out too. Also come to Game Pass 2023. Diablo 4, I don't give a shit about Diablo at all. I tried Diablo 3, got bored with it in like less than a day. They did reveal a new class called the Necromancer. And it'll have Xbox and PC crossplay, of course, which only makes sense. PvP, endgame content confirmed release for 2023. Sea of Thieves did this corny-ass song. Had this corny-ass like pirate tune to announce Season 7. I didn't give a shit when this game came out. I don't give a shit now. A new fantasy game was revealed called Ravenlock by the developers of Echo Generation. I'm gonna be honest with you, I never even heard of that game. Ravenlock will come out in 2023. Limbo creators announced a new game called Cocoon, which I honestly didn't really care about. I didn't care for the Limbo game either. Those are like indie games I really didn't care about. Now, Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo, they showed off a new game called Wolong, I believe it's how it's pronounced, or Wulong. It's set. It looks like a game that's like set in like old time, either China or Japan or somewhere in Asia. It's called Wolong Fallen Destiny. It'll come out 2023. This game looks interesting. Team Ninja always makes badass games. Koei Tecmo makes pretty fun games. I was kind of hoping, not going to lie, this was going to be a new Ninja Gaiden game, but unfortunately we didn't get that. Then they announced Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal is coming to Xbox Game Pass. Persona 5 Royal will come out this October on the 21st, while Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden will be releasing sometime after that, probably near the end of 2023, or not 2023, near the end of 2022, or possibly early 2023. I don't think they're going to release those other two together. I think they're going to be one at a time, in my opinion. And of course, we come to the end of the presentation now. I am conflicted on Starfield. They showed about 15 minutes of gameplay with this one. I'm conflicted on it because I do like the first person or third person shooter gameplay aspects to it, but at the same time, I just do not care for flying games and like aerial combat games and exploring space and all this other stuff. It kind of gave me slightly similar vibes to No Man's Sky, which I didn't care for that game either. I don't know, man. I'm conflicted. I want to like this game, but at the same time, I probably am not going to play it. I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, it's a game I'd probably look further into when it comes out. And then this brings us to the Capcom showcase. This was the shortest showcase out of all of them. This one was highlighted by Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, and various pieces of Resident Evil news. They started off with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I'm not going to lie to you, the game looks really fucking cool. I just haven't played a Monster Hunter game before. It looks really cool. The combat looks awesome and everything. And I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I want to buy it. I don't know if I want to get it. Maybe I'll get it from Gamefly, since I still have Gamefly. Maybe I'll get it that way and try it out and see if I like it. I don't know. But Sunbreak is the latest expansion that's coming out soon. They also showed they're planning more stuff also along, with the game to release even afterward. I'm trying to pull up some information actually on it so I could actually look up the release dates for this. Let me see here. Yeah, there was so much Resident Evil news, it's disgusting. Here we go. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak exclusive expansion gets multiplayer, new details, and a demo. That is right, I forgot about the demo. The demo is going to be tailored to beginner players. It will have an advanced quest as well for players, veteran players of the game who want to try out the expansion before it comes out. They are bringing back the jungle map from Monster Hunter 2. Will also be available. Lucent Naragasuga was also announced to be joining Sunbreak as part of the free title update. I forgot, three. There's going to be at least three announced updates to this game. Free update 1 will come out in August, I believe August 22nd, I believe the date is. The Second one will be in the fall 2022. The third one will be in winter of 2022, so right by the end of the year. And there's even more planned for Monster Hunter Rise next year. The expansion, the Sunbreak expansion will be available on June 30th, so that's right around the corner. It's like, 16 days away, something like that. Like I said, the game looks pretty cool, but I don't know, man. They went into a little bit of Street Fighter 6 here. They showed the World Tour mode, which is like it's not exactly open world, but it's like first of its kind for Street Fighter, where you can explore like an open, sort of open area and interact with other things. For example, like they showed Ryu walking around and climbing up a ladder. It actually looks pretty cool. Something different for Street Fighter. That's going to be the story mode of the game, I imagine. And that's really all they showed. They showed a little bit of gameplay for each character, except for Guile, because he was covered already. They showed a little bit of Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke, and Jamie. I would have thought they were going to give us another character here, but they didn't. Then they also went into something we've already known about, the Capcom Fighting Collection, which is going to be part of the Street Fighter 35th anniversary, which has 10 different games in it. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, 5 different Darkstalkers games, as well as the very first release of Red Earth outside of arcades. There are also a couple other games on that collection coming out. They also then went into showing again the Capcom Arcade Second Stadium, which I've already talked about. Again, 32 games. You don't have to buy them all. They showed off a few of the games that are in there, but obviously not all of them. If you buy both arcade stadiums, you get 71 games. If not, you can just pick and choose the ones you want. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Probably check out some of those games, see how much they cost. Maybe buy the whole kit and caboodle. They showed a game called Exo Primal. It's going to be in closed beta coming soon. You can sign up for it to possibly take part in the beta. It's a co-op dinosaur murder game. It's Capcom's upcoming co-op dinosaur action game. Received a new gameplay trailer. It will be out in 2023. The trailer showed off some PvP and story elements of gameplay. Also, some of the dinosaurs that players will have to fight against. Exo Primal. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to play it. It's one of those games I have to look a little bit more into. But it looks kind of cool. Each character, it is a shooter. Each character has different skills and gameplay aspects to them. So it's something I'm definitely going to check out. They also showed off a Dragon's Dogma 10th anniversary edition to the game. There's going to be a 10th anniversary event for the game. To be honest, I tried Dragon's Dogma. It's another one of those games I got bored of rather quickly. I didn't really like it then. Still don't care for it now, to be honest with you. And then the rest of everything else was all Resident Evil news. They showed, again, Resident Evil 4 Remake, which they showed that quite a bit of that. More horror stuff. Again, not really into those. I did watch my brother play Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. It's like one of those games I'll watch somebody play, but I don't care to play it myself. Then Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8, whatever you want to call it, got a winter's expansion, which will include the DLC for Shadows of Rose. That will be coming later this year, October 26th, October 28th, actually. The Shadow of Rose DLC, as well as the Winter's expansion. That's all available at the same time. This shows a new story which will follow Ethan Winter's daughter, Rose, and will serve as a sequel of sorts to the main campaign. So there's also more stuff with the Winter's expansion. There's Mercenaries mode, which will also let you play as Lady Dimitrescu. I don't know what people's fascination is with her other than the fact that she's like 9 feet tall. Resident Evil Village is also getting third-person mode, which will all be available in the Winter's expansion, which will, again, release October 28th. There's also going to be a gold edition of the game, which you can get released at the same time. Then they showed Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remakes, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard are getting free PS5 and Series X remasters. And you can upgrade from the PS4 and Xbox One versions of those games to the PS5 and Series X for free. And there's also going to be free PC patches released for those games as well for the next-gen remaster, which when it comes to the PC versions, I don't know how much those patches are going to actually make the games look and feel better. But as far as the console versions, it'll be more noticeable on consoles than it will be on PC. Let's just put it that way. I don't know why they skipped Resident Evil 1 Remake. But yeah, they did. That's a little weird. Maybe they did that one already. I don't know. I don't really follow Resident Evil news because it's a series I don't really play. Resident Evil RE-verse is going to also launch this October. This was also shown off. This actually also comes out October 28th. Reverse or RE-verse is a 6-player PvP deathmatch game that puts players in the shoes of the characters across the series. That actually sounds fun. I might actually look into that. Yeah, so they wrapped up the Capcom presentation with a lot of Resident Evil news, and that was it. They didn't have anything else to show us. Kind of hoping we would have gotten something new from maybe Devil May Cry or Mega Man or something, especially with Mega Man's 35th anniversary being this year as well. But yeah, we got nothing from Mega Man, nothing new with Devil May Cry. Kind of a disappointment in a way, but Capcom had an alright showcase for what it was. It was, again, the shortest one out of all of them, and it is what it is. No Nintendo Direct, again, that's currently rumored for June 29th. Whether that happens is yet obviously to be known. Nintendo has not mentioned it. I'm sure if it will happen, they will mention it, a day or two ahead of time. June 29th is a Wednesday, of course. So, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Game Corner Podcast, episode 73. It was all right. It was a decent replacement for E3 this year. Of course, E3 claims that they're coming back in person and online in 2023, which they will have some competition because Summer Games Fest also announced they're coming back in 2023 with an online event as well as an in-person event. Maybe they'll work together with E3. Maybe there'll be competition. Who knows? But that's all going to be happening around the same time next year, so it's going to be interesting to see. That is, if E3 actually does come back, because they said this year that E3 was going to be at least online only again, and then it got canceled. So we don't even know. Anyways, guys, I mentioned the Derailed podcast in Less Than Serious already. Links in the description box down below. Check out that channel, as well as the Derailed Patreon, where $1 a month gets you quite a bit of content. We were giving out at least 8 shows a month. We currently cannot promise 8 shows a month, but for $1 a month, whatever you get is definitely worth more than $1, in my opinion. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. Greatly appreciate it. I have Facebook as well. Links in the description box down below. Social medias, follow me there so you know when I go live or when I upload a video. Especially if you're subbed to the YouTube channel or follow me on Twitch and you don't get your notifications, you can at least see my posts there or have a better chance of seeing my posts there as well. Again, I greatly appreciate all the follows, the subscription. Again, sorry about this being an audio-only podcast this time around. I don't like doing those, but it is what it is. My nephew's school year is wrapping up, so pretty soon I'll be able to get back to working on YouTube content and live streaming gameplay and all this other stuff more, certainly much more frequently than I have been able to over the past month and a half. My nephew's school year is coming to an end. He's got a week left to go. So definitely by the end of next week, things are going to start firing back up again on my channel. I'll be streaming more often, covering more gaming news more often, doing more videos. There won't be days at a time where I don't have content out. It'll be much more frequent again. So look forward to that. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on this video. Anyway, if you liked my recap and my thoughts on what was shown during Summer Game Fest. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to this podcast, since there isn't anything to watch. Thanks for listening to this podcast. And until next time, guys, check out Less Than Serious tonight. I'll be talking a little bit more with the Derailed guys, Casey's Raw, host Gatekeeper Drew, as we play Super Mario Bros. And I'll be talking about Summer Games Fest again with them and get their thoughts as well. So come over, check that out, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. Episode 42. It's going to be a good time. Anyways, guys, again, thanks for listening to this podcast episode. My name is The Rose, and until next time, I'll catch your ass down the road.